All right, here we are. We're on Thursday, 12/3, December the 3rd. Let's go ahead and take a look at this first one. It says the following are the times in seconds for fifth graders during a 200-meter race. And it says, put these times in order from fastest to slowest. Well, right now, this is 34, and then you've got 1,000. This is 35, and then you have, so I'm going to annex 1 0 there because now I have thousandths on this one. I could add 3 zeros here and 2 here. So the fastest would be the least amount of time. So we're going from the least to the greatest. So which one of these numbers is the least? 34, 35. Okay, so we know that this one is already going to be the greatest, right? So let's put it back in its original form. So we've gotten rid of that one. We've used that one. Now we're going to look at 34 and 1 back in its original form. 34 and 1/10. Nope. Which one is the least? We know it's the one that's 34. Okay, so now we've used that one. Now let's look at this one and this one. What is the least? 59 out of 1,000 or 100? Sure hope you said this one. All right, we've got that one. And then what do we need now? We need this one. Back in its original form. The least building to greater. Those zeros right there are key to help us understand. All right, next one says, of the 26 students in class, 5/9 of them prefer hamburgers over hot dogs. How many of them prefer hot dogs? So we're not doing hamburgers anymore. We're doing, all of them will be 9/9, right? But we're only doing the other part. Hamburgers are 5/9. So the other part would be where you would take the 9/9 and subtract the 5/9 from it, and you would get 4/9. But now we have to find 4/9 of 26. And we know how to multiply fractions, don't we? We know that we can put 4/9 times 26 over 1, and then we can go ahead and multiply across. Now I'm going to find me a little spot and do my multiplying of 26 times 4. And that's 8 plus 2, so I have 104 as my numerator and 9 as my denominator. If they asked it to, to simplify it, then I'd have to go ahead and do my further math. And we would have to, how many 9s will divide? 1. And 1 more. And then we subtract there, so that would be a 5. So then you have 11 and 5/9. That's interesting. All right, Rita says that 8/7 is equivalent to 1/8. Jaden disagrees. Explain why Jaden disagrees. Well, we know that 8/7, if I take 8/7 and I simplify it, 7 will divide into 8 one time with 1 left over. That's what is true. Right? Because this is an improper and it turns to a mixed number. Justin bought a DC sweatshirt for this much and 3 hats for $3 each. He paid $3 in sales tax. Write a numerical expression to represent how much money Justin spent of his mom's money. So we're going to write a numerical expression, a sweatshirt and 3 hats, and each of those are how much? Okay, so I know sweatshirt, and then what I need to put 3 times 6 together, don't I? And then he paid $3 in sales tax. So what am I doing from here to here? I'm adding. Look at that. Let's see if that makes sense. Sweatshirt for $25, 3 hats for $6 each, And you paid $3. Yep. What is another formula besides length times width times height? What's another formula for finding volume? What do we know? What is it called that an object rests on? What is it called? Okay, what is it sitting on? In this particular case, this one right there is your base. It's your length times your width. This is the same thing right there too. That is also your base. So if this is your length and your width, then another name for length and width is base. And then the height just goes. So if you see BH together, that's the B stands for your length times your width. All right. Just a reminder of that.